The roll call, please.
Noonan.
Here.
Franz. Franz. He's here. Andalcio.
Here.
Philidou.
Here.
Connolly.
Here.
Eckhoff.
Here.
Baranowitz.
Here.
Renahan.
Here.
Char.
Here.
Hetmeyer.
Here.
Teams.
Here.
Tillman.
Here.
Franz.
Here.
All right, I am advised we do have a quorum, and in compliance with the Open Meetings Act and the Governor's Disaster Declaration, since we do not have a physical quorum here, we're going to have to do a roll call for each agenda item. And also with that, for those tuning in via Zoom, if you could, if you make a motion or second it, if you could announce your last name, please. Next, we have public comment. I'm advised we have one individual that signed in for public comment.
Yes, we have one public comment from Chief Keith Preston of the Lyle Woodridge Fire District in DuPage Fire Chiefs Association. It's a record of attendance only.
That will be noted. Next, under Chairman's remarks, I do not have any remarks at this time. Do we have any remarks from any of our members? Hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion to combine the A, monthly staff report, B, revenue report 911 surcharge funds, and C, minutes approval ETS board.
So move, Billiter.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Philidou.
Yes.
Conley.
Yes.
Eckhoff. Baranowitz.
Yes.
Renahan.
Yes.
Char.
Yes.
Hetmeyer.
Yes.
Teams.
Yes.
Tillman.
Yes.
Noonan.
Aye.
Franz.
Yes.
Andalcio.
Yes.
Okay, motion to combine passes. I'll entertain a motion to approve the monthly staff report, the revenue report 911 surcharge funds, and minutes approval ETS board. Motion to approve. I'll move.
Second, Shar.
Any discussion? Any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor, roll call, please.
Eckhoff.
Aye.
Baranowitz.
Yes.
Renahan.
Aye.
Char.
Aye.
Hetmeyer.
Aye.
Teams.
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye.
Noonan.
Aye.
Franz.
Yes.
Andalcio.
Aye.
Philidou.
Aye.
And Connolly.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next item under budget transfers, I'll entertain a motion to approve ETSR 5820 budget transfer for the Emergency Telephone System Board of DuPage County for fiscal year 2020, 5820-51040, employee medical and hospital insurance to 5820-51000, benefit payments to allow for vacation benefits paid to staff. Total budget transfer $1,285.
Dalcia move.
Pegmeyer, second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Andalcio.
Aye.
Philidou.
Aye.
Connolly.
Aye.
Eckhoff.
Aye.
Baranowitz.
Yes.
Renahan.
Aye.
Char.
Aye.
Hetmeyer.
Aye.
Teams.
Aye.
Tillman.
Aye.
Noonan.
Aye.
And Franz.
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, under payment of claims, I'll entertain a motion to approve 19-20-62 payment of claims for October 5th, 2020 for FY20. Total for $4,000-5820, equalization $324,274.81.
Second by Tillman.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, roll call.
Eckhoff.
Aye.
Baranowitz.
Yes.
Renahan.
Aye.
Shar,
Aye.
Hartmeyer.
Aye.
Ames,
Aye.
Tillman,
Aye.
Noonan,
Aye.
Franz,
Yes.
Ignacio,
Aye.
Udo,
Aye.
and Connolly.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next, under change orders, I'll entertain a motion to approve ETS CO 2320, resolution approving change order number 2 to Motorola Solutions, Inc., PO 950-898/1954-1-1 to extend the service for 4 T1 connections at the Sheriff's Office PSAP for 4 months. Total amount, $7,600. New contract amount, $418,000. I'll move.
Second, Conley.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Eckhoff,
Aye.
Baranowitz,
Yes.
Granahan,
Aye.
Shar,
Aye.
Hartmeyer,
Aye.
Ames,
Aye.
Tillman,
Aye.
Noonan,
Aye.
Franz,
Yes.
Ignacio,
Aye.
Udo,
Aye.
Connolly.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Under purchase resolutions, I'll entertain a motion to approve ETSR 5920 awarding resolution to Monday.com PO 921001 for a 1-year subscription of a project management tool for 30 users. Total amount is $11,520.
So move, Tegmeyer.
Second.
Second, Tillman.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Hartmeyer,
Aye.
Ames,
Aye.
Tillman,
Aye.
Noonan,
Aye.
Franz,
Yes.
Ignacio,
Aye.
Udo,
Aye.
Connolly,
Aye.
Eckhoff,
Aye.
Baranowitz,
Yes.
Granahan,
Aye.
and Shar.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Continuing under purchase resolutions, I'll entertain a motion to approve ETSR 60-20 awarding resolution to Motorola Solutions, Inc., PO 920144 to migrate Ducom's existing conventional resources to the new building. Total amount not to exceed $70,199.15.
So move, teams.
Second.
Second.
Bill.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Ames,
Aye.
Tillman,
Aye.
Noonan,
Aye.
Franz,
Yes.
Ignacio,
Aye.
Udo,
Aye.
Connolly,
Aye.
Eckhoff,
Aye.
Baranowitz,
Yes.
Granahan,
Aye.
Shar,
Aye.
and Tetmeyer.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next item is going to be the budget appropriation FY21. Before I entertain a motion, I just want to, thank Linda Zerwin and her entire staff and all the hard work that they've been doing over the last few years. Just exceptional work by everybody involved, and I just want to share that I express the good work that they do for not only this committee but the entire all the residents of DuPage County. So. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve ETSR 6120 annual appropriation resolution for emergency telephone system board of the county of DuPage, state of Illinois, for the fiscal period beginning December 1, 2020 and ending November 30th, 2021.
And also move.
Second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, it's Jim Conley.
Member Connolly, go ahead.
I just, encourage the board members to read closely the September 30th memo that accompanies the budget request. No secrets that members of the committee, the finance working group, whatever we're called, focus group, didn't necessarily agree on particularly the funding back to PSAPs without having completely filled out our capital replacement plan. And while we have a good plan, there are a number of risks which are outlined on the first page. And just to put it in context, we're projecting a need for $34 million in capital over the next 3 years, of which we have 11 today and should have 17 by the end of this year. So if all goes well, this is a plan that will get us there. But there are risks, and I just point that out, that everybody reads this memo closely to understand some of the future discussions we'll probably have on this topic. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Chairman, go ahead.
This is Member Tillman. Just a question. I see that there was a $1 million appropriation for an allowance to PSAPs for some sort of reimbursement. I just want to ask a clarifying question that when the time comes and when those PSAPs seek that allowance or reimbursement, that will be voted on in future board meeting, future board meetings, correct?
Yes, there's 2 points to that Member Conley alluded to. One is that while it's in the budget, there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of how that will be distributed, when it will be distributed. So, and as you know, the board's working on an intergovernmental agreement. So some of those details will be in there. And then, yes, anything that would be dispersed out would have to come to the board first for approval. So there'll be 2 steps.
Thank you.
Thank you. Member Techmeyer?
Yeah, I was just going to speak towards the fact that I thought that the subcommittee group worked effectively. I think we were able to take a deeper dive into these issues. I have no issues with Member Conley and his statement. I mean, there's a lot here, and the Member Tillman's. You know, nothing's automatic. This is a budget plan, so everything is still has got to get approved through this board, and many things are pending up other things. But I think it's a move in the right direction. I think that some of the other statements in the memo, just as far as where we are financially healthy, I think that all of that was a very good process for us to go through the people on the committee.
Thank you. Does anybody else have anything? Member Renahan?
I just had a question. Officer Connolly, you were drawing our attention to a certain memo. I just want to make sure that I'm taking note. Which one is this exactly?
The one I was referring to was Linda's Executive Director Zerwin's September 30 FY21 budget memo.
Okay, from last meeting then. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It would have come over prior to this meeting.
Does anybody else have any comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, roll call.
Andalcio,
Aye.
Milladoo,
Aye.
Connolly,
Aye.
Eckhoff, Moranowitz,
Yes.
Renahan,
Aye.
Char,
Aye.
Hetmeyer,
Aye.
Teams,
Aye.
Tillman,
Aye.
Noonan,
Aye.
and Franz.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, next item, 2-page ETSB 911 system design.
I have nothing to report other than what's in the monthly report, or nothing additional.
Next item will be 2-page justice information system.
Same, I have nothing additional than other what was in the monthly report.
All right, we'll move on to old business. Does anybody have any old business? Hearing none, we'll move on to new business. Does anybody have any new business?
I have one item of new business. I may, goes to the memo that was distributed to the board regarding the merit headsets. And if there's, so I'm bringing it forward for discussion, and then if there's consensus, we can look at how that would happen and maybe bring it forward for the November meeting.
This is Member Tillman. Linda had discussed this item with me on Friday. I understand it. I think it makes sense. And I think that if it's something that, you know, we were responsible for, I think it makes sense to cover the cost for these additional expenses.
This is Member Billadu. I'm assuming these are going to work with the new radios when we go down that road as well. They're not going to come back again and ask for 58 more in a couple of years.
Well, because I don't know exactly what we're buying, I can't answer that question. But it being a newer model, working, the headsets being the most recent model, I mean, we could test it with a couple of other things, but it's a one-time payment.
All right, and any kind of breakage or anything, the member agencies then would be required to replace their own.
Yes, in the memo, I noted that this would be a one-time to bring it whole, and any normal wear and tear damage would be on their own.
Just making sure, that's all.
That's my recommendation.
Anybody else under new business?
Is there a general consensus to bring this forward then?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right, next, under executive session, I am advised we do not have any executive session.
Correct.
Yeah. Right to the finish line, I guess. Our next meeting is scheduled for Monday, November 9th at 9 a.m. In room 3500B and/or virtual. And without objection, we stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good week.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Ever a morning. I appreciate you guys feeding.
Moving along.
It is good work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All righty. Have a good week.
Thanks, Paul.